Okay, so we learned about accounting errors that affect the agreement of the trial balance and accounting errors that do not affect the agreement of trial balance. And then now we are going to look at the example with related to trial balance and how we can adjust those things. Okay, so let's look at it. Example: the trial balance prepared as at 31st December of 2025 by Kasuni's business did not balance. That trial balance is given below. So now the thing is, when this Kasuni is balancing the trial balance, what she would ideally do is she will uh, write everything up to this point. Okay. What she would ideally do is she will write these things and these things. And then when that is done, she will see that her credit side is 347 900,000, and here when she look at this debit side, it is only 8,85,000. Okay, then to correct this, what she doing is she is making a suspense account because she do not know the reason, and putting a 15,000 balance on the debit side. So on the suspense account, she will have uh, on debit side 15,000. Okay. Okay. So now in this particular case, the this examiner or the textbook itself has identified the errors. Okay, the balance of the electricity bill account of rupees 16,000 has not been extracted to trial balance. Okay, so hopefully no errors in the electricity bill account, but you have not extracted it to the trial balance. The balance of the interest income account of rupees 10,000 has been. Okay, so the second one, the balance of the interest income account 10,000 has been entered in the debit column of the trial balance. Okay, so they have it has been incorrectly recorded. Interest income, it's a income. Okay, then repayment of bank loan of rupees 30,000 has been recorded only in the cash book. Then fourth one being the balance of the purchaser's account 1,30,000 has been entered in the trial balance as rupees 1,15,000 in error. And the fifth one, drawings account has been balanced erroneously as 34,000 instead of the correct value of 43,000. Okay, let's see how we can correct these errors. Okay. Okay. The balance of the electricity bill account of rupees 16,000 has not been extracted to the trial balance. So hopefully there is no error in the ledger account, but you have not extracted the respective balance to the trial balance. So let's look at it. The total of the debit column of the trial balance has been understated by 16,000 due to not entering the balance of the electricity bill account. Okay. Therefore, 16,000 should be included in the debit column of the trial balance and credit the suspense account. Now, once this happened, the balance of the electricity bill account 16,000 has not been entered in the trial balance. When that is not done, okay, when electricity bill is an expense, okay, e-bill is an expense, so it should have a debit balance and it is not entered. So your suspense account will have a debit balance of 16,000. Okay. Your suspense account will have a debit balance of 16,000. Therefore, what should be done? Therefore, this 16,000 should be included in the debit column of the trial balance. Okay. Suspense account debit balance 16,000. And that 16,000 should be credited. Okay. Suspense account, you have 16,000. Now you should clear off it. You should clear off your suspense account. So what you can ideally do is you can credit the suspense account by 16,000. Okay, that's it. So you don't have, in this particular case, you do not have any error in the ledger account. You only have to correct the suspense account by like reversing the balance in the suspense account. Uh, so take couple of minutes and write this example. Meanwhile, I'll post the video and ask you few questions. Okay. So let me repeat the first one again. The balance of the electricity bill account of rupees 16,000 has not been extracted to trial balance. So this is hopefully you have recorded everything correct in the ledger account. Only when you're extracting the ledger account balance to the trial balance, you have made that error. Okay, you have not extracted it. The total of the debit column of the trial balance has been understated by 16,000 due to not entering the balance of electricity bill account. So therefore, what you have to do is uh, that 16,000 is included in the debit column of the trial balance under suspense account, and that should be credited. So if in the general ledger, okay, general journal, you should correct it like this. So suspense account, okay, you had a debit balance because you have not included it, then you have to credit it like this 16,000. So correction of not extracting the balance of the electricity bill account of rupees 16,000 in the trial balance. So you record it here in the general journal, and then on the suspense account, you have to pass it credit here 16,000. You cannot write a description here because you do not have a ledger account that is being corrected. Okay, you are starting with this 15,000. This 15,000 is the, okay. So this suspense account 15,000. Okay. So you are starting with this balance, the difference in the trial balance, 15,000 debit. See, suspense account debit 15,000. And you are starting the suspense account ledger account. So difference in the trial balance 15,000. And you are simply zeroing this suspense account. Suspense account का zero करने का तमें करान. So first correction, you are recording the 16,000 on credit. Okay. Here you firstly record it on the general journal and then you record it on the suspense account. Okay. Let's go to the second one. The balance of the interest income account, rupees 10,000, has been entered in the debit column of the trial balance. The balance of interest income account of rupees 10,000 has been entered in the debit column of the trial balance. Hopefully, once you look at this, you should understand. You have recorded it in an incorrect column in the trial balance. So there are no errors in the ledger accounts. Only thing is you have recorded it in a incorrect column. Okay, you have recorded it in an incorrect column. So we learned about this here. Errors that arise when preparing the trial balance. See, entering value of the account balances to the incorrect column of the trial balance. Okay, so we have to correct this. Let's see how to correct this. Interest income account is an income account, okay, and should be shown on the credit column of the trial balance. Therefore, credit column of the total trial balance is in short of rupees 20,000 because of entering the interest income account balance of rupees 10,000 in the debit column of the trial balance. Accordingly, 20,000 should be entered in the credit column of trial balance and suspense account should be debited with this value. Okay, now the concern is, now the balance of the interest income account is 10,000 and it is entered in the debit column. Okay. So what happens is, you now here the thing is the value. Okay, here the thing is the value. Now here you have the interest income account 10,000. Okay, 10,000 has been entered and 10,000 uh, has been entered in the debit column. So what you should do to correct it? First, you have to enter one credit to reverse the debit. Okay, and then another credit to correctly post the entry. So what has happened is 10,000 has been entered in the debit column of the trial balance, but we know interest income is a income account, so ideally it should carry a credit balance. Okay, it should carry a credit balance. So now it is being recorded in the debit side. So to correct that, first you have to add 110,000 on the credit side to reverse it, and the next 10,000 to correctly post the entry. So you will have to put 20,000 to correct it. Okay. See how we are doing it. You do not have any problem in the ledger account. So suspense account, you are debiting by 20,000. Okay. And here also you do not have any reason here. Uh, you are debiting it by 20,000. මෙතෙන්දි මේ 20,000 එක ඔයා රෙකෝඩ් වෙන්නේ සස්පෙන්ස් account එක පැත්තෙන් බැලුවොත් එහෙම ක්‍රෙඩිට් සයිඩ් එකේ තමයි රෙකෝඩ් වෙන්නේ. ඒ ඩෙබිට් සයිඩ් එක ඕවර්ස්ටේට් වෙනවනේ. ඩෙබිට් සයිඩ් එක 20,000 වලින් ඕවර්ස්ටේට් වෙනවා. එතකොට සස්පෙන්ස් account කියලා 20,000 ක්‍රෙඩිට් සයිඩ් එකේ තමයි රෙකෝඩ් වෙන්නේ. ඒක රිවර්ස් කරන එක තමයි වෙන්නේ. Okay. Then take couple of minutes and write this. Let me post the video and ask you a few questions. Okay. Okay, I will explain it again. Okay. Now what has happened? The balance of the interest income account of rupees 10,000 has been entered in the debit column of the trial balance. Okay. Balance of the interest income account of rupees 10,000 has been entered in the debit column of the trial balance. So now if we take the interest income, okay, interest income should have a credit balance because interest income is a income account, so it should have a credit. Okay, so in the trial balance, what should have ideally happen is you should have a credit balance of 10,000. Okay. In trial balance, you should have a credit balance of 10,000. But now what has happened is you have debited the trial balance. Okay, trial balance then මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? Trial balance you have debited it by 10,000. Okay. Now once this happened, what happened on the trial balance? Trial balance may interest income ekedi. Now let's say interest income ekedi අපි දැන් trial balance එක බැලුවොත් එහෙම trial balance එක පැත්තෙන් suspense account එක create වෙනවා 20,000 වලට. Okay. Suspense account එක create වෙනවා 20,000 වලට. මොකද the interest income එකේ debit entry එකයි මේ වැරදියට රෙකෝඩ් කරපු debit entry එකයි දෙකම පාස් වුණ නිසා suspense account එකේ 20,000 record වෙනවා credit පැත්තට. Okay. Suspense account එකේ 20,000 record වෙනවා credit පැත්තට. එතකොට trial balance එකේ ඔයාව trial balance එක බැලුවට පස්සේ in simple terms when you do this error and when you look at the trial balance you will have 20,000 in error. Okay, because of this incorrect entry and the real entry. Okay, that error you are reversing by 20,000. As I said, 10,000 to reverse it and the next 10,000 to correct it. Okay, so that's it. And let's move on to the third one. Repayment of bank loan of rupees 30,000 has been recorded only in the cash book. repayment of bank loan of rupees 30,000 has been recorded only in the cash book. So you have now here you have a problem in the ledger account. Bank loan account should ideally come down by 30,000, but it is not been happen. Okay. When the part of the bank loan is repaid, the bank loan account should be debited. However, bank loan account is not debited with the repayment of 30,000. Now bank loan account is not debited. Accordingly, the bank loan account is overstated by 30,000. Accordingly, bank loan account is overstated by 30,000. Further, as a result, credit column of the trial balance is overstated by 30,000 and is therefore included in the suspense account. Okay, therefore, to correct this error, bank loan account should be debited and suspense account should be credited. එතකොට මේ repayment of bank loan එක අපි cash account එකේ විතරයි දාලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි මේක bank loan account එකේ දාලා නැහැ. bank loan එක කියන්නේ liability account එකක්. liability account එක එතකොට අඩු වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක debit වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මේක overstate වෙලා නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි මොකද්ද කරන්න ඕනේ? Therefore to correct this error bank loan account එක debit කරන්න ඕනේ. මොකද මේ ledger එක අපි කරලා නැහැනේ. ඕකේ. අපි මේ ledger entry එක කරලා නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි ඒක debit කරන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට මේ error එක වුණාම මොකද්ද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? අපි suspense account එක debit කරගෙන තියෙනවා. bank loan account එක debit කරගන්න බැරි වුණා හින්දා suspense account එක හදලා වෙලා suspense account එක debit කරගෙන තියෙනවා. එතකොට ඒක නිසා අපි දැන් මොකද්ද කරන්නේ? suspense account එකේ ආපු එක reverse කරගන්න suspense account එක credit කරනවා 30,000 වලින්. එතකොට bank loan account එක debit කරනවා 30,000 වලින් suspense account එක credit කරනවා 30,000 වලින්. මෙතෙන්දී මේ suspense account එක credit කරපු එක මෙතෙන්දී bank loan account එක කියලා 30,000 වලින් credit කරනවා. මේ point එකත් ලියා ගන්න. Okay. Then we are moving on to the fourth point. So how we correct it? Bank loan account we debit by 13,000 and suspense account credit by 30,000. Okay. This suspense account 30,000 credit, we are recording it here. Okay. Okay. Okay, let's move on to the fourth point. So balance of the purchase account 1,30,000 has been entered in the trial balance as 1,50,000 in error. Okay. So the total of the debit column of the trial balance is overstated by 20,000 due to entering purchase account balance 1,50,000 instead of the correct value 1,30,000. This error has to be corrected. එතකොට purchase account එකේ correct balance එක තියෙන 1,30,000 නමුත් අපි 1,50,000 කියලා මේක record කරලා තියෙනවා. එතකොට මේකෙදි මොකක්ද වෙන්නේ? total of the debit column එක trial balance එකේ overstate වෙලා තියෙනවා 20,000 වලින්. ඒතර suspense account එක total of the debit column of the trial balance is overstated by 20,000. ඒතර suspense account එකේ credit එකක් තියෙන්නේ, right? ඒතර ඒ credit එක තමයි අපි debit කරන්න ඕනේ. See, now here if you look at the suspense account, we have debited it by 20,000. So and we recording it as correction of recording of purchase account balance rupees 1,50,000 erroneously instead of 1,30,000. Okay. මෙතෙන්දි වෙලා තියෙන්නේ 1,30,000 තමයි purchase account එක. හැබැයි 1,50,000 erroneous එකකින් trial balance එක record කරලා තියෙනවා. හරිද? trial balance එකට record කරලා තියෙනවා erroneously. එතකොට erroneous එක තියෙන trial balance එකේ ඒ erroneous එක correct කරන්න මොකක්ද කරලා තියෙන්නේ? අර අපි දැන් 1,30,000 වෙනුවට 1,50,000 debit column එකට දැම්මට පස්සේ debit column එක 1,50,000 ඒ කියන්නේ 20,000 වලින් overstate වෙනවා. එතකොට suspense account එකේ credit balance එකක් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ suspense there will be a credit balance in the suspense account. So that balance in the suspense account is reversed using the general journal by debiting it and then posted to debit as 20,000. Okay. Okay, take a couple of minutes and write this. Take a couple of minutes and write this. Okay, let's go to the next point. The drawings account has been balanced erroneously rupees 34,000 instead of correct value of rupees 43,000. The drawings account has been balanced erroneously as 34,000 instead of correct value of rupees 43,000. The total of the debit column of the trial balance has been understated 9,000. 34,000 කියලා තමයි drawings account එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි 43,000 තමයි තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Okay. So debit column is understated by 9,000. Drawings කියන්නේ capital reduction එකක්. Okay. Due to understatement in the drawings account by 9,000, 9,000. Therefore, 9,000 should be credited to the suspense account and debited to the drawings account. එතකොට මොකද කරන්න ඕනේ? අපි drawings account එක දැන් අපි drawings account එක කියන්නේ capital එක reduction එකක්. එතකොට ඒකේ තියෙන debit balance එකක්. අපි අර 34,000 එක debit balance කියන්නේ 43,000, there should be 43,000 but there is 34,000. To correct that, we have to further debit the drawings account by 9,000. So we are debiting the drawing account by 9,000 and crediting the suspense account by 9,000. Okay. So here we are recording it in the general journal, drawings account debit by 9,000 and suspense account we are crediting by 9,000. Okay. And we are recording it as correction of understating the total of drawing account by 9,000. And this suspense account credit of 9,000. Okay. Suspense account credit of 9,000. We are recording it in the suspense account as drawings. So once we add all of this, okay, once we do all these adjustments from this 15,000, here it comes to 0. See, everything is balanced and everything is in order. So you can write the fifth point. So ideally what we should have done is we should have recorded like every transaction and then record it here on general journal and then record it on suspense account. Okay, that is how we should do it. But we didn't do it like that. And please complete this general journal and suspense account. Take a couple of minutes and complete this. And after you complete this, you can pause it and complete this as well. Suspense account.